You are alone right now. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. But somewhere in your body, a slow alarm is going off. Not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet biological signal that has been running in the background for millions of years, doing one simple job, keeping you alive. And here is the part nobody tells you. That alarm doesn't care whether you're surrounded by people or sitting in an empty room. It doesn't care how many notifications are on your phone. It cares about something far older, far deeper, and far stranger than any of that. Loneliness is not an emotion. It is a survival mechanism, and it is slowly killing millions of people who don't even know they're lonely. Your body has a threat detection system that evolved long before language, before fire, before tools. Back when your ancestors were small, vulnerable creatures moving through a world full of things that wanted to eat them. Being separated from your group wasn't just uncomfortable. It was a death sentence. A lone human was a dead human. So your nervous system learned to treat social disconnection exactly the same way it treats physical danger. When you feel lonely, your body doesn't think, "This is sad." Your body thinks, "I am about to die." Your cortisol rises. Your immune system shifts. Your sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented, because your ancient brain is scanning the darkness for threats. Your blood pressure rises. Your arteries quietly harden over time. Every system in your body tightens, prepares, waits. Researcher John Cacioppo spent more than 2 decades studying this. He was a neuroscientist at the University of Chicago, and what he found upended everything people thought they knew about loneliness. It wasn't a soft problem. It wasn't a personality issue. It was a biological signal as real as hunger or pain. Cacioppo showed that chronically lonely people have significantly higher cortisol, impaired immune function, disrupted sleep, and elevated blood pressure. Not because of stress, in the ordinary sense, because of disconnection. He called loneliness the social equivalent of physical pain. Think about what physical pain does. It gets your attention. It forces you to act. You touch a hot surface, and your hand pulls back before your brain even processes the signal. Loneliness is the same alarm. It hurts for a reason. It is supposed to push you back toward the group, back towards safety. The problem is that modern life has built a world where that alarm can ring for years, and you have no group to return to. Just the hum of a city full of strangers and a phone screen that gives you the shape of connection without the substance of it. When loneliness becomes chronic, something changes in the brain. Lonely people begin to perceive the world differently. Social threats become amplified. Strangers look more hostile. Ambiguous situations are read as rejection. The brain, locked into survival mode, starts scanning for danger everywhere. In a conversation, in a pause, in a glance that lasted half a second too long. A study by researcher Megan Knowles showed that lonely people are actually faster at detecting angry faces in a crowd, not neutral faces, not sad faces, angry ones, the ones that might mean danger. This is not a character flaw. This is your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do. And the trap closes. The biology of loneliness makes it harder to escape loneliness. Researcher Julianne Holt-Lundstad conducted a massive meta-analysis covering more than 300,000 people. Social isolation increases the risk of early death by 26%. Loneliness increases it by 29%. These numbers are comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, larger than the risk associated with obesity. And yet nobody talks about it that way. Now step back, all the way back. You are not an individual who sometimes connects with others. You are a social organism who occasionally finds yourself alone. Every cell in your body, every circuit in your brain, was built under the assumption that you would be embedded in a group from birth to death. The group was the default. Isolation was the emergency. The loneliness you feel is not weakness. It is your oldest intelligence trying to tell you something true. Your body does not know how to be alone for long. It will slowly turn on itself if the connection it needs doesn't come. Cacioppo spent his final years arguing that the cure was not simply being around more people. It was depth, genuine, felt connection, not the performance of it, the real thing, the sense that someone knows you and chooses to stay anyway. That is what your nervous system asks for. And tonight, when you put down your phone and something in you pulls toward another person, toward a call, toward a conversation, toward anything that makes you feel less alone in the dark, that is not sentiment. That is survival. You are not alone in feeling it.